Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Anthony Galaviz. Hope everybody's having a great weekend so far. The weekend's going by pretty fast, fast than I ever imagined. I can't ever enjoy Saturday, but hey, NFL Sunday's here, and the Raiders get to host Carolina Panthers home opener, heading into the game 1-1 after the big win last week against the Baltimore Ravens. Uh, what a way to win the game after losing the season opener against the Los Angeles Chargers. I never thought the Raiders could beat the Ravens in Baltimore because I thought Baltimore was going to come in fired up after the loss to the Kansas City Chiefs, but that wasn't the case. The Raiders were hungry, they got the win, and now they move on to face the Carolina Panthers today. Uh, I'll say today, later in the afternoon. But nonetheless, the Raiders need to win this game because Carolina's coming in struggling. They're going to have Eddie Dalton start for them. The Raiders need to watch out. Dalton is 4-0 against the Raiders. But Dalton was playing with the Bengals and Saints, teams that had better defenses than what the Carolina Panthers have right now. And so I think the Raiders need to capitalize, go after Dalton, led by Max Crosby, who will be without Malcolm Coons, who Jordan Schultz said that he is going to be out for the season. And that's unfortunate for the Raiders because they needed Coons. Coons had a big season last year. He stepped up, had about 8 sacks. Now the Raiders have to move on. Hopefully, they hope that Tyree Wilson will wreak havoc. They need a big play. They need a big outing from Tyree. He needs to show why he is a first round draft pick, a high one for that matter, and proves that he belongs and wants to play with the Raiders. But he's coming off an injury himself, but looks like he's good to go. Going into the game, Christian Wilkins is questionable. Crosby's questionable. No Divine Diablo at linebacker, so he's out. So the Raiders going to need some other guys to linebacker to step up. Christian Wilkins, we'll see if he goes. Tashawn Reed doesn't think so. He posted an injury report, who he believes going to go and who's not going to play. He's kind of like question mark with Wilkins. So we'll see what happens. About hour and a half before game time when the inactives come out. So, but the key to the Raider win against the Carolina Panthers, avoid a letdown. Cannot have that. A lot of fans that I see Raider Nation are worried about a letdown after the big win against Carolina Panthers. And I can see why because throughout the year the Raiders have had letdowns after their big win, and they can't afford to have this because there's going to be a large crowd. There's going to be some Carolina Panther fans, okay? But as far as Panther fans outnumbering the Raider Nation in Legion, don't see that happening. Um, so with that being said, the Raiders need to come out showing that playing at the Legion is going to be difficult for opposing teams to come in, and be distracted, to be intimidated, kind of like the days in Oakland. Um, so we'll see what happens. But the key to the Raiders' win, obviously, take care of the ball, but avoid that letdown because the Raiders have a game against Cleveland Browns next week. That's going to be a good one. But the Raiders need to handle business against the Carolina Panthers. The offense needs to get going. They got going last week against the Baltimore Ravens. That's good news for them. But it's all about consistency in the NFL. And that's what the offense needs to do in order for them to win. Put up points. You can't always rely on your defense. Your defense is going to do their thing. Now you got to do your own thing. And Raiders have to handle business offensively to put away the Carolina Panthers. Um, because Carolina Panthers, dating back to last season, haven't been any good. And so the Raiders need to go in there and show that they are one of the top teams in the NFL. Tell all the naysayers that they belong. Uh, their defense should be talked about, taken seriously. So it's a big one tomorrow. The Raiders need to focus on the field and create turnovers. So we'll see what happens. I'm eager to see how everything unfolds tomorrow with the Raiders. Um, it's a one of those things that fans, like I said, worry about because Carolina comes in struggling, and the Raiders know that, but they can't avoid a letdown. So we'll see. But anyways, that's my two keys for the Raiders to win: take care of the ball and avoid a letdown. Simple as that. Send the home crowd happy, not pissed off. Um, and Gardner Minshew needs to show that he is, like Max Crosby said, he wants to see him that Washington State Gardner Minshew. So Gardner Minshew needs to fire away. I mean, and see that he's one of the pass leaders in the NFL, but needs to get the touchdown rate up. So we'll see what happens tomorrow with him. Also like to see Zamir White go off. I know he's been struggling with him and Alexander Madison. Pretty good duel, but Zamir White needs to get going. So that's another factor there. So we'll see what happens. I'll come back tomorrow night or tomorrow after the game and talk about what happened. Just give you my thoughts, quick thoughts, and then go from there. Post press conferences tomorrow afternoon, somewhat about like an hour and a half later. So hit the like, subscribe button, and we'll talk later.